So the movement, Honorable Deputy, please have your seat. Please have your seat. Just please have your seat, Honorable TV. The movement will be forward. Please have your seat, Honorable TV. TV. If you do not have a seat, we have no option but to ask for this too much. Honorable, you have to go along with you, please. Honorable movement, you will see to this already now.
And so, to Honorable Koluba.
Thank you for recognizing us as honorable.
For you are an honorable, I said the way you behave is honorable. And so, I reject.
You reject.
Distinguished Honorable Simpson, Honorable Koluba, please.
For the movement, have you ready to vote? Ready to still have a consideration?
Just be recognized. We must not put any of the Honorable Simpson, yes.
To the movement, have you ready to vote? Ready to have a consideration or a communication from Honorable Taylor that is in line with the striking action currently ongoing by teachers in Maryland that was submitted to the Deputy Chief Justice.
Okay, so even though I don't know the reason for which the Chief Justice did not place it on the agenda, but looking at the sensitive nature of the issue at hand to adhere myself.
With the acceptance of the amendments, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion made, please make it by saying yea. Against, motion is carried. Call for petition.
There is no petition.
Call for standing committee's report.
No standing committee report.
Call for special committee's report.
No special committee report.
Call for motion, bills, and resolutions.
Yes, bills.
Proceed.
Honorable Richard Naweku, Speaker.
Information, Mr. President. Yeah, we can be about Jonathan Binko, the names of honorable, he does speak of the house. Honorable President, we're going to be serious here. They are going to pass to us. We have to respect our laws and our rules. You can't come and speak like the lady and not a speaker.
Thank you.
He's not a speaker. Honorable President. Honorable President, let them go now, speaker.
Honorable Koluba,
Why you call speaker?
without having addressing the office, is beautiful man. Honorable Koluba, please take note. Honorable Koluba, without having addressing the honorable speaker.
Well, honorable, he's not speaker. We ain't going to be speaker. Nobody is going to be speaker here. The process will not
Thank
follow.
you. You are not recognized. Somebody have your seat, Honorable
The
Koluba.
process will not follow.
Without having disturbing this flow.
Recognize you.
Honorable Koluba, without having disturbing this
I'm
flow.
not just telling you, I'm telling you my awareness. And my awareness is in our laws and the constitution of this country.
You did not state your readiness, Honorable Koluba. You state point of information. That information is provided by the presiding. Please, Honorable Koluba. Thank you. Proceed.
January 20, 2025. Dear Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I have the honor to present compliments and wish to request the Honorable House of Representatives to pass into law the below listed instruments for the smooth governance of the respective areas mentioned herein. The instruments include 1. An act to create civic township within the Commonwealth District of Greenville, Sano County, Republic of Liberia. 2. An act to create resident farm center within Buta Administrative District, Sano County, Republic of Liberia. 3. An act to create the Nomopo Statutory District within Sano County, Republic of Liberia. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues, The above mentioned areas surpass the legal requirements as laid down in the Local Government Act. For instance, that which has to do with minimum population of 5,000 to qualify an area of township status, education facility, etc. Besides, these areas have the potential to make significant contribution to the poverty alleviation, job creation, economic growth, and social stability. In view of the above stated and others not mentioned herein, I crave the indulgence of this august body to pass into law the above mentioned bills for the proper governance of those areas mentioned in the bills. With sentiments of my highest esteem and considerations, I remain sincerely Honorable Professor Thomas Romeo Quia, Electoral District No. 1, Salmon County, sponsor. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is a reading of a communication transmitting 3 distinct bills for your consideration. Thank you, sir. And the first reading of the bills.
Distinguished colleagues, you listen to the reading of communications submitting instruments for the creation of townships and cities in Salmon County. The record, Thomas Romeo, what is your great pleasure? Do something in order. Okay, Ellie, my Ellie, over Auto Red. Over Ellie Auto Red is recognized. All of the speakers, please,
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues, will ask that the proponent of this communication should be beginning at least a minimum of 5 minutes to explain to this body the reason for the creation of all of those cities mentioned in this communication. If I can obtain a second.
So second, distinguished colleagues, are you aware that this is the first reading of the communication on the auto range for you to make presentation? Please repeat that motion, Honorable, please. Police, please give the order the chance to make a motion.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues, I ask that we give our colleague the opportunity to explain to us briefly, and after that we can decide this body can make a decision as to whether it will be the final or the first reading. If I can obtain a second.
I think we need to put the motion in contest. Give it 5 minutes, then after refer it to the committees that are responsible.
Honorable Deputy, there's a communication that was circulated a few minutes ago. We have not had the time to look at it, so we understand the reason why.
So my point is, although yes, we agree with the portion that has to do with 5 minute presentation, it's so required by the body, and thereafter probably we send to the committee to do So we have the motion on the floor. What's going on the floor? What's going on the floor? Remember, this is the error. This is the error of communication. Distinguished colleagues, we have to deal with the motion first. The motion is clear. Our author have said the communication, those communications should be received. The proponent will give the 5 minutes, and thereafter we refer to those committees that are responsible to do due diligence. With that said, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? All those in favor say yea.
Information. You can't do that information. Why you not recognize me?
We have a motion on the floor. You cannot interfere on information when you have motion. Over Debbie, you need to understand, please. Over Debbie, please, you will be recognized. No, you cannot have a motion. Over Debbie, you have a motion in flight. You are not recognized, sir. So you are not recognized the motion of the flight. Okay. But with Debbie, you need to be educated. There's a motion on the floor. But with Debbie, you have a motion on the Debbie, and you keep the standing this floor, and you give him a nice step, the president will ask you on this tomorrow. But with Debbie, when you continue to disturb this floor, the president will have no option to ask you out. Please, I just told you on the Debbie, you have a motion on the floor. After the motion, you will be recognized. Now you are recognized to state the information. Can you state the information? Robert Jerry, you have the floor. Can you state the information, sir? Thank you.
We are here as police and must have that due respect.
Robert Jerry, please, 1 minute. Please, hold on, Robert Jerry, you'll be recognized, please. Distinguished colleague, we have the motion before restating that motion and you're ready to vote again. Sorry. All those in favor of the motion made by Honorable, please begin by saying yea. Against. Motion is carried. Robert Debbie, before we give the proponent family to a little bit,
you have sought the motion and it's passed. So what is the information going to do? We have Honorable Presiding. This country belongs to every citizens in every county. It's not a single county. My information here is that a few months ago we had bills from local county, precisely Boto and Gisi. We are honorable. Someone has 6 years. It's honorable. So we had bills here. Immediately they came on the floor, we passed them with how you prefer, and you were the one presiding. That very day we passed the bills with how you prefer them to committees. Now, these are bills from Posano, and you are sending them to committees. I think it's wrong, and we should not be
Can you please allow you speak the presiding you are addressing? On the TV you don't? On the corner, please have your seat. On the TV, the presiding will call you to honor on our note. On the TV, I think you know the working of the House of Representatives. The decision most often we render is based on the flow. If the plenary decide, the presiding has no options. So if the floor decides to send it to committee, which of course you are part of, the presiding will have no option. If the floor decides today to have it passed in keeping with our rules, suspending our rules and have it passed, the presiding will have no option but to accept the decision of the floor. So I'll let you not come in, Honorable TV, please. So if it do happen in the past, it also means that it can happen today. It is the way the pleasure. That's what the presiding on the TV is presiding on time. The presiding will try, but don't take the presiding and underestimate the gavel. Please take note of it. Please. Honor families. Of the women we are your families. Information denied will allow of women we are to speak, please. Which information? That's what the motion said. The motion said we should give 5 minutes. Colleague, the motion was clear. The motion says we shall allow our colleague to speak for 5 minutes. That's what the motion said.
Honorable Deputy Speaker,
Thank you.
distinguished police, I will thank you for the opportunity given me.
Please give the Honorable Ellis chance.
For reasons why these significant bills.
I'm going to approach the
Bills. Principal reasons. First, decentralization and improved governance. The creation of these instruments will allow for better governance by bringing decision making closer to the people of signing. This fosters local autonomy and ensures that our residents have greater influence.
Honorable Obama, the woman is reading the document now. Go ahead, Emma, go ahead.
Two, enhance delivery. The creation of these instruments.
Everybody, please give the guy the chance. You have to get a reading. Emma is reading, please. 5 minutes, go ahead, Emma.
Distinguished colleagues,
So Thomas, please have a
I
seat.
pray for your indulgence to give me.
Please give the guy the chance. Stop disturbing the guy, stop disturbing Honorable Please call and please have a seat. Information to now, Honorable Kumar. The other woman,
These instruments will create opportunity for It is my option to either read or say. So I'm saying these bills were informed principal reasons.
Jimmy, please have a seat. The woman is on the floor. No, please.
These bills are very important, they are very significant for the people of China. These bills will create delivery. These bills will for China to an equitable distribution of the nation's wealth. These bills will create the opportunity for our people. So I'm asking you to support the bills. You know, this country, they run your campaign on promises and commitment. So it is my duty to ensure that our people benefit. I hear people say something like this, they hear that. Because I know I'm asking your indulgence to pass the bill legislation because it will create jobs for them. It will make them respond the passion of the decision of the country. This job, this will bring about development and inclusion. So thank you so much for the opportunity to listen on these bills. Thank you.
Thank you, distinguished colleagues. In keeping with the motion, can we send this one? Honorable, back to you. Honorable, back to you. Please have your seat. When Okay, we're going to go back this morning. I need to take it easy with the error, please.
Honorable Deputy, Honorable Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues, the motion added the committee on waste, means and finance because it has to do with finances on the district. So I just want you to vote down. Turn it over to judiciary and waste, means and finance.
Can you address the duration there? How long?
Judiciary?
How long is it? How long?
So report in 1 week. 1 week.
Distinguished colleagues,
1 week, you can make amendment.
You can amend.
You can make amendment. 1 week.
Before I restate that motion, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion, make it look by saying yea. Amen. Motion is carried. Please refer the instruments to the Committee on Ways and Means, Judiciary, Internal Affairs, to the report of the movie. Thank you. Business on Speaker's desk.
Yes, sir. Communication from Honorable Mary G. Johnson. Honorable Richard M. Boone, Speaker of the Fifth Legislature, Capital Building, Capitol Hill, Florida, Liberia. Subject. Status of the Forestry Development Authority on the non-compliance of the social corporate responsibilities by the Horizon Logging Company of Punabo District, Brown County. I have the honor to present my compliments in recognition to the esteemed role of the House of Legislature creating the Forestry Development Authority through an act of legislation with the responsibilities granting the FDA the regulatory power over the forestry sectors of our country. Therefore, I would like to bring to your attention on the ongoing abandonment of logs in the forest and the failure of Horizon Logging Company to follow its social corporate responsibilities under the terms of the concession agreement to the people of Kunembo, Electoral District Number 2, Brown County. Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, despite numerous communications from my office and the plenary of the Honorable House of Representatives requesting detailed explanation leading to the abandonment of logs in our forests, which impedes government resource mobilization and the non-compliance to its social corporate responsibilities, thereby leaving the lives of our people in deplorable condition. Again, it has also been brought to my attention a week ago that the company has unknowingly removed equipment from the camp without notifying the affected community. Honorable Speaker, co-presiding and my distinguished colleagues, with all those communications, our efforts have been met with no response from the company and could not be reached due to change in location of office spaces, both in Zwetru and Monrovia, without proper notification to the people of the affected communities, and the legislature which places a state of uncertainty that undermines our oversight responsibilities as legislators. Along with those concerns, and with the spirit of unison, I respectfully request that the Managing Director of the Liberia Forestry Development Authority and the Horizon Logging Company LT be made to appear before this plenary to provide causes leading to the abandonment of logs, violation of its social corporate responsibility in terms of the agreement, and the supervisory role of the FDA. This situation warrants immediate action relating to the importance on logging, forestation, and deforestation, which have a long-term implication for the affected community, and it is my hope that due consideration is accorded to this matter. Sincerely yours, Honorable Mary G. Johnson, Representative Unambo Electoral District number 2, Ramjia County. Honorable Presiding Officer, distinguished co-presiding officer, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of the communication from Honorable Johnson Yagori. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished colleagues, relating to the reading of the communication from the colleague of the council. What is your name, please? Glenn.
Honorable Deputy and Presiding Officer, co-presiding the City Police, have been listening to a self-explanatory communication from the right representative of Grand GA, Honorable Johnson. I move, if I can take a second, I move that the requested authority being that of the Forestry Managing Director requested be made to appear before this plenary. I complete a second.
Let me just provide on guardians, the proper with stating of the motion. I remember this similar communication was clear before, and it was sent to the committee on culture to probe the allegation by our colleague. So I think she just tried to resurface that communication. I'm telling you about
Okay, let me restate.
Please restate that.
Yeah, after having consultation with the
Just consulting.
after consultation with the gathering that of the author of the communication, I do hereby move if I can obtain a second that said communication be sent to the committee on agriculture. If I can obtain a second.
The motion be sent now, you ready to vote? On
Honorable Deputy Speaker and Presiding Officer, co-presiding the state, I will be ready to vote if this simple amendment can be made by the movement.
please. Welcome, Nancy, please. Sorry, not to across the floor, welcome. Thank you.
Honorable Presiding, thank you for asking Honorable to give me a chance to proceed. Before making my amendment, let me say that this communication may appear repeatedly, and we need to give it urgency. Because if we don't do that, it seems that she's alone in this fight, and that will honor the power we have to legislate laws. Therefore, I will be ready to vote if this amendment can be made. It can be accepted by the movement. That in addition to the Committee on Agriculture, we also include the Committee on the Judiciary, because we're talking about people who have legal obligation to our communities and they're not responding to that. And then a clear land is giving.
Please tell Honorable Masali, welcome.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
And so that the breaking point is very job.
Go ahead.
So I think the appearance on Tuesday is even long. Let the people appear on Thursday and we listen to them. So if the movement can accept that, we add onto that committee, the Judiciary Committee, and then the appearance be brought forward to Thursday.
Honorable Deputy, co-presiding distinguished colleagues,
with the two unreadiness, permit me to quickly split into two. With regard to act a committee on judiciary, I do accept. With regard to the appearance on Tuesday,
Order, please, colleagues, please.
with regard
Order in chambers, please.
with regard to
Order, please, please have your seat. Order, Yaka Coleman. Order, Ellis Paul, please.
with regard to the Tuesday's coming of the invitees, I do hereby say to my senior colleague that the committee in her own wisdom is given 2 weeks time for the report. They know when to invite. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move to the trial kingdom. Alright. Anthony Williams.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, again, I will be ready to vote if we can give the proponents of this communication 2 minutes. I will be able to explain the plenary about I said I will be ready to vote if we can give the proponents 2 minutes to explain to plenary what actually necessitated this communication. That's 1. 2, I will also be ready to vote if we can add the committee on internal affairs, because all of the institutions working along additional people. I will be ready to vote.
With regard to the Committee on Internal Affairs, let me to respectfully reject. With regard to the movement, given 2 minutes, I want to say that this is the 3rd time. This communication, the movement has spoken for the past 2 times. So we want to say the 2 times you spoke, those voices are still fresh in our ears.
Reject.
I reject.
I think I will put this communication. This should be the 3rd time, if I'm not forgetting. I believe that this communication should be given attention, and we want the relevant authority to come here, and so that this whole matter can be put into record. If the movement can just accept that, I'll be ready.
Distinguished Honorable Deputy who preside, please permit me to respectfully reject.
Already. Last already then.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, to the movement, the issue of
Please have your seat.
lodging company grant
Please have your seat. Sorry, I'm
is a serious issue for the fact that the honorable only from our great district number 2 has consistently brought this to our attention. It requires our urgent attention and our urgent decision. The issue is that it not only deprives the Guineans of funds, but also the Republic of Liberia. This issue is not just about revenue collection, it's also about our labor abuse and misuse of our forest. We can take this very seriously. I don't know what we will take seriously in this country. This issue, honorable movement, we want this to be the final time that this be brought on this floor. I want, if I can get his indulgence, that the company be made to appear and tell us why they have abandoned our natural resources. Resources that our country should benefit revenue from have been abandoned after deforesting our forest. Why they have the audacity to do so? To let us know how to do it, so that this can be hoarded and can be repeated in other counties. This is not just what Grand here, it happening in Riverside as well, and other counties around here. So
in essence,
yes, that the people, the movement, agreed that the people come here and tell us why they keep doing what they're doing.
Honorable Deputy Presiding, Co-Presiding Distinguished Colleagues, permit me to respectfully reject.
Distinguished colleagues, with the rejection and acceptance of someone, your readiness, are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion, make it by saying yea. Against? Motion is carried. Deputy Clerk, please stand in the next.
Communication from an Kingdom of Morocco's Parliament. The Speaker, His Excellency Mr. Richard Nabakum, Speaker of the House, Representative
Please sit down. Please sit down. Thank you. You are recognized on the Colman. Let's proceed.
Honorable Speaker, at launch on June 8, 2022 in Rabat, by the Atlantic African State Process AASP, driven by the vision of His Majesty Mohammed VI, may God assist me to make this African Atlantic show of peace, stability, and shared
Observation of the government. Observation. Julie, please have a seat. Margaret Thomas, please.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues, I would like to refer to the Deputy Clerk. First, I want to inquire, did that reading come from you, or is you started in a communication referring to Honorable as His Excellency?
I am reading verbatim as written.
And so for us to be on the safe side, send a message of what we know best. We should inform these people that an honorable is not an excellency. It's embarrassing that as lawmakers here we refer to ourselves as excellency.
Honorable Presiding.
So let's look, just to give a correction there.
Co-presiding, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen,
This is important.
there are some
Please give me chance.
there are some nomenclature that are used by different parliaments. For instance,
That's one of the clarity. Is it from you or is
So it's broken. The government is broken on the down. Parliament globally somebody have their own bodies of justice, stakeholders, and national leaders. So I think that is one of them. Thank you. Proceed. Honorable, let the government have a seat. Thank you. Please sit down. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Governor. Thank you. Have a seat. Proceed. Honorable Koto, we can discuss that later. Honorable Dan, please allow us to discuss that later. Honorable Dan, Honorable Ibayan Dan, Honorable Ibayan Dan, Honorable Dan, please have a seat, please. Honorable Dunn, will you please have your seat? Honorable Dunn, please have your seat. Honorable Fabula, please have your seat. Thank you. Just come in. Please have your seat. Thank you. Proceed.
Honorable Speaker, the launch on June 8, 2022 in Rabat of the Atlantic African State Process AASP, driven by the vision of His Majesty King Mohammed VI, may God assist him to make the African Atlantic show a peace, stability, and shared prosperity zone, lay the foundations for a collective, supported, and progressive partnership between the Atlantic African states. This process represents a substantial asset for the future of intra-African cooperation as it aims to transform Africa's Atlantic coast into an area of regional synergy, economic complementarity, and international influence. It also intends to promote the sustainable management of shared resources, attract strategic investment, and strengthen maritime security in this crucial area to the continent's future. The essence of the AASP is based on the valuable potential and opportunities offered by Atlantic Africa, with its 23 countries that represent almost 46% of the continent population, generate 55% of the African GDP, and conduct more than half of the intra-Africa trade. The commitment of the Atlantic African states reaffirmed in the first and second Rabat declarations must guide the collective actions of the parliaments of these states to accompany, support, and lead this process to a fruitful outcome. It is therefore our responsibility as parliamentarians and representatives of the people not only to ensure the effective implementation of these commitments, but also to be empowered that proposes actions to consolidate and give greater substance to this initiative. In this spirit, I am honored to invite you to take part in a meeting of speakers of parliament of the Atlantic African countries, which will take place on February 6, 2025 in Rabat. This meeting will serve as an opportunity to reflect collectively on ways to support the Royal Atlantic Initiative and lay the foundations for a parliamentary network dedicated to this African geopolitical space. Look forward to welcoming you in Rabat. Please accept, Honorable Speaker, the assurances of my highest and most fraternal regards. Richard Tabi Salami, Speaker of the House of Representatives. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of a communication from the Kingdom of Morocco Parliament. Thank you, sir.
Should we do it? Okay. We have been noted and wish the Speaker Richard Nafiku a safe trip and we should be all his people in Rabat. Next.
Level of excuse. Dear Honorable Speaker, a right to ask for an excuse concession from January 26 to February 18, 2025 due to an urgent family emergency in Washington, D.C., USA. Thanks for your understanding, consideration, and leadership. Thanks, Representative District Number 2, Grand Bassa County. Honorable Presiding Officer, distinguished Honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the communication from our bench requesting an excuse.
We know our bench is saying fairly. Thank you, Judge.
January 16, 2025.
Information.
Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Presiding, Honorable Deputy Presiding, Co-Presiding,
Therefore, your police suspension. Over presiding, the important thing is our police suspension.
Please get the head of chairs. Alright, you got issue of the head of the what's going on?
Presiding, the distinguished colleagues, I don't want to provide clarity.
What are you distributing? Please stop the distribution, please. Judy, please. Send it to the chief clerk after section. You can do that, please. Chief clerk will
information about the confusion about who were applicable. So it says, Excellency is a common title of
usage. We're conducting an educational retreat, please. Thank you, Mabel.
Honorable Richard Nameku, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dear Honorable, I have the honor most respectfully to present my compliments and wish you a happy New Year 2025 as we assume the responsibilities and the Constitution has charged us to accomplish as leaders in the Liberian people. Honorable Speaker, I'm pleased to submit a report of a meticulous analysis of the supplementary payroll of the Honorable House of Representatives (SOR), revealing duplications of positions of both central administration and supplementary payrolls. This analysis shows that the government of Liberia is losing more than 1.5 million annually as a result of this unscrupulous scheme. Part 2, Section 2 of the National Remuneration Standardization Act of 2019 states, quote unquote, there shall be a single line item for payment of remuneration in each ministry and agency budget for the sole purpose of taxation. All remunerations shall be subject to taxation and payable consistent with the Liberia Revenue Code and Article 72A of the 1986 Liberian Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. To ensure strict adherence to the 2019 National Remuneration Standardization Act and to prevent such wastage of public resources, the CSA has included a set of recommendations in the report for your perusal. Honorable Speaker, it is only when we are failed in making use of our available statutes and regulations will we be able to normalize the domestic component of the resources needed to actualize the AARD and CDAs in a pathway to alleviate the poverty and inequality that continue to underpin our nation. Respectfully yours, Josiah F. Joker James, Director General, CFA, report. Analysis report on duplicated positions and double dipping on the House of Representatives Central Administration Supplementary Payroll. Introduction. On October 2019, the National Legislature passed a protocol.
Please take it easy away from the please. She's bereaved. Please take it easy with her. Observation denied. Proceed with the meeting.
On October 4, 2019, the National Legislature passed the National Remuneration Standardization Act. Former President George and we are signed the act into law. Once scrupulously implemented, the act harmonizes and fairly standardizes the government's remuneration structure. It seeks to address Liberia's pressing need to reduce its substantial compensation budget amidst economic challenges. Implementation of the act began immediately during the 2019-2020 fiscal year, following its passage into law by the legislature and the former president's signature. The act provides that elected and appointed public officials and all government employees shall be placed in a quadrant order. 1. Category 1. The President, Vice President, Speaker, Chief Justice, President Pro Tempore, etc. Based on the act, the civil service agency has conducted a comprehensive analysis.
Observation did not allow this communication, please.
Based on the act, the civil service agency conducted a comprehensive analysis of the duplication of positions on the House of Representatives Central Administration Payroll and supplementary
Observation.
My observation is that the capital flag is reading to us. And I think when there's a communication to us, we should have capital notes. So that we'll be able to follow him when he's reading the other with his class. So can he please get us
Honorable Didi, thank you. Proceed.
The report identified duplicated positions, the association of value, and individuals on the bill of payrolls. Furthermore, a report exercises and implementation of these duplications considering the national remuneration standard
Distinguished colleagues, please allow across the floor. The chief is getting noisy. Please take note the gamble and exercise its authority. Honorable Thomas, please have a seat. Honorable Yamba, please have a seat. Please, Honorable Lincoln, have a seat. Honorable Jacob Dini, we ask us to respect you. You express yourself in chiefs. You understand the movement and you know the proceeding. Honorable Dini, please.
The act sought to collapse allowances, honorariums, supplementary payments, and regular salaries into a single salary structure to ensure that the government's salaries, allowances, and benefits are uniform and unbiased. Therefore, this report also outlines the necessity for all other work-related payments outside the national payroll system to be processed in the framework of the consultancy guidelines promulgated by the government. In other words, utilizing supplementary payroll is illegal and must stop immediately, as it has proven to be an avenue for which and abuse of public funds over the years. The following positions have been identified as duplicated between the House of Representatives Central Administration payroll and their supplementary payroll. 1. Position title, Research Officer. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll of personnel, 23. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll amount, $85,479.84 annually. House of Representatives supplementary payroll of personnel, 22. House of Representatives supplementary payroll amount, $79,200 annually. Position title, Office Assistant. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll of personnel, 57. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll amount, $211,502.28 annually. House of Representatives supplementary payroll of personnel, 76. House of Representatives supplementary payroll amount, $276,000 annually. Position title, Protocol Officer. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll of personnel, 15. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll amount, $43,303.68 annually. House of Representatives supplementary payroll of personnel, 28. House of Representatives supplementary payroll amount, $100,800 annually. $1,800,000 annually. $1,800,000 annually. Position title, cleaner. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll of personnel, 58. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll amount, $201,252.70 annually. House of Representatives supplementary payroll of personnel, 24. House of Representatives supplementary payroll amount, $79,200 annually. Position title, gardener. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll of personnel, 59. House of Representatives Central Administration payroll amount, $169,628.28 annually. House of Representatives supplementary payroll of personnel, 59. House of Representatives supplementary payroll amount, $213,432 annually. Position title, computer technology, operator. Also represented the Central Administration Payroll, number of personnel, 17. Also represented the Central Administration Payroll amount, $86,850 annually. Also represented
Mr. President, Mr. Co-President, and fellow colleagues, my observation has to do with the publication and the analysis report from CSA. I observed that there are too many figures being read in a report or analysis by the deputy clerk, and the fact that many of us don't have, or all of us, the police don't have copy of this communication, I will advise that we stop the communication and distribute the copies and have us analyze the report, and then the next session we can bring this forward. Because we're not following the communication.
To give you our proceedings on relative to know that these are recommendations. We have to send them out to committee or committee of the whole, and which time those communications are distributed for your input. So please read every kind of communication that is being read on the phone, and subsequently legislatively we will act. Thank you. Observation, point of observation. What's the point of observation?
Mr. Presiding, Co-Presiding, and colleagues, I observe that the content of this communication is very huge, it's voluminous, and I would want to suggest that if we can entertain a motion that this communication be forwarded to the requisite committee, that would be the Committee on Rules, Order, and Administration, and also the Committee on Waste, Finance, and Development Planning, so that we can make a report to us, we can reduce that into a motion. Because
we can allow you to flip to the recommendation that will reflect the communication of the motion.
Thank you.
Let's flip to the recommendation.
recommendation. Individuals found to be double dipping. Individuals found to be double dipping. In addition to identifying duplicated positions, the following individuals are double dipping, receiving salaries from both payrolls. 1. Chamberlain Bridges, position on Central Administration Payroll, Assistant Director of Administration. Salary $600 monthly. Position on the House of Representatives Payroll, Director, HR. Salary $1,400 monthly. 2. Augustine Ewayu Niman, position on House of Representatives Central Payroll, Deputy Director, salary $607 monthly. Position on House of Representatives Central
What's the point of order on the line? What's the point of order on the line?
Co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, the issue of pay is a contract. And those are privileged to have read contract law. There are three elements: offer, acceptance, and consideration. So by binding the contract, it can move an agreement of protection on all sides. What we know or expected from this communication is to give us the analysis of the various departments, the figure allotted to. But to start a whole individual pending as
observation, don't take to refer to when you have not someone's motion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding. Mr. Presiding, Co-Presiding, colleagues. With that privilege granted me as a presiding, I want to move, if I can obtain a second, that the communication that is being read, which was submitted to this August body by the Director General.
Bristol, please.
I want to move that this communication be noted, be accepted, and forwarded to the Committee on Public Accounts and Expenditure, the Committee on Waste, Finance and Development Planning, and the Committee on Rules, Order and Administration. And the Rules, Order and Administration should take precedence. If I can obtain a second.
With the motion made, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? I'm ready, honorable member, please.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues. Honorable Speaker, I don't know if it comes to talking of the money and other people saying it, maybe it's important to stop. But this issue has affected every one of us. Because imagine our chief of officers were here talking about the salary, they're making 500, this one, and people sitting were making a lot of money, why didn't they come to work? This matter, I think the special last committee will be set up to look into the matter and decisions that will affect people will be taken. I can tell you. No, this thing is not something to play with. The person will go around here all the cost salary. And people stealing, what is legal about it again? What is legal about people stealing? So I'm ready to vote because I don't want just the committee on waste and means and other people and rules order. Before people think people are being targeted, let me an open thing that a special committee will be set up and we will look into the matter and people will be represented. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. We respect your honorables and your opinions expressed locally. As you will be aware, the honorables and representatives went through committees, except otherwise. So the movement will listen to one another.
So I think her honorableness was being opinionated. So I want to reject that the committee just may have the official statutory mandate to make determination into such issue.
On the done.
Presiding, or co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, considering that the documents just read are lengthy, I would suggest, which I believe you will accept, that copies be distributed to members so at least all of us can together read, analyze, and make our inputs.
So I think we have already structured a committee that will have oversight over this matter, and we need to allow the committee to do this work. So on the basis of that, I will only
talk about Campus should be played. Just a piece of
and we said it already.
Campus should be there available to police. The presiding will have his already was clear. Campus should be made to police. Thank you. The speaker's calling with the readiness made. Are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion, let them know say yeah. Against, motion is carried. Next, thank you. We make copies available to all of the colleagues.
We read from the Sacred Code. National Judge Evan Smith, the Sound Sacred Court Judge. Jamil John Konako, Speaker, Honorable House of Representatives, Honorable Musa Azam, Honorable Yanka Koluba, and all the hearing listeners.
Will we pay attention to this recording communication? Honorable Yakakolova, please, there's a serious honorable Yakakolova. Please have a seat. We need quality in the streamers. Honorable Lydia, Honorable Benson, Honorable Barry, please. Go ahead.
And all the hearing listed members, as well as officers duly elected under the House's standing rule, as well as all agreed listed members of the House of Representatives, all of the city of Monrovia, County of Montserrat, Republic of Liberia petitioners. Versus judgment. Honorable Richard Nameku, purported speaker, and all members of the Honorable House of Representatives referring themselves to quote-unquote majority black and their supporters led by Representative Samuel G. Kola, Liberia County, District No. 5, and Foley family of the House of Representatives, and those acting under their control and authority, all of the city of Monrovia, County of Montserrat, Republic of Liberia, respondents. Writ of summons. Republic of Liberia to the Sheriff, Deputy Sheriff, Montserrat County, Republic of Liberia, greetings. You are hereby commanded to summon the above named defendant, respondent in the above entitled cause of action to appear before the December 10th of 2024, same being the 16th of January 2025 at the hour of 10 a.m. You are further ordered to summon the defendant or respondent herein to file his or her or their returns, their answer or returns to the plaintiff, petitioners, or complaint or petition on or before the 24th day of January 2025. Failure to do so, default judgment will be rendered against him or them. Meanwhile, you will return the original rate of summons to my office on or before the 24th day of January 2025 with the feature returns endorsed on the back of the original as to the amount of its service. Given under my hand and seal of the court, Randolph B. Snell. Speaker, Honorable House of Representatives.
Yes, I'm the speaker there.
Honorable Honorable Yakan Oliver, and all hearing listed members, as well as officers of the elected under the House of Representatives, as well as all agreed listed members of the House of Representatives, all of the city of Monrovia County of Montserrat, Republic of Liberia, petitioner, versus judgment. Honorable Richard Nameku, purported speaker, and all members of the Honorable House of Representatives referring to themselves quote-unquote majority black and their supporters led by Representative Samuel G. Koga, Liberia County, District No. 5, and Foley family of the House of Representatives, and those acting under the control and authority, all of the city of Monrovia, County of Montserrat, Republic of Liberia, respondents, petition for declaratory. Upon the receipt of plaintiff's complaint, affidavit, and other relevant documents, along with your usual filing fees, you will docket the said course of action in the December 8, 2024 term of the 6th Judicial Circuit Civil Law Court, Temple of Justice, Monrovia, Montserrat County. You will also issue a writ of summons directed to the sheriff of this honorable court to summon within named defendant to appear and file their answer to plaintiff. You will also insert a clause in the said writ of summons commanding the sheriff to make his formal returns endorsed on the back of the said deliberate as to the manner of service, and for so doing, this shall constitute your sufficient legal authority and operating directions. Respectfully submitted, petitioner by and through his legal counsel, AFDASA Consultancy, Incorporated, Forestry, Single, Term of Air, Côte d'Ivoire. Councilor Selman Sereno Sifa Esquire, Global Lead Counsel, Defense Counsel. In association with the Liberian Law Group, signed Councilor Kabina Mohammed Jamal. Tum Ya Legal Consultancy and Arbitration Children LLC, adjacent front page, FE Road. Petitioner's petition. Come now, come the petitioner in that the board, entitled cause of action, and most respectfully pray your honor, and this honorable vote to declare the petitioner's rights as duly elected, certified, and recognized members of the Honorable House of Representatives as enshrined, preserved, and protected under the Constitution, the laws of the land, and the standing rules of the Honorable House of Representatives. 1. To exercise the right to participate in the election of officers of the Honorable House of Representatives as prescribed under the House's standing rule. 2. To participate as member of the Honorable House of Representatives in voting to elect officers of the Honorable House of Representatives, including for Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and any vacancy occasioned by removal of the Speaker or Deputy Speaker or committee member. 3. The right to stand as candidate for all elected positions of the Honorable House of Representatives. 4. The right to participate as candidate to contest for any and all officers duly declared vacant as in keeping with the standing rules of the Honorable House of Representatives. 5. To declare null and void any and all separate sections held, any vacancy declared and announced under such conditions. All decisions taken under such state of affairs by the House's members designating themselves majority black of the House of Representatives for the further legal and factual reason shown to wit. 1. Petitioners submit they are bona fide members of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 5th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, duly elected as in keeping with Article 38, they have duly taken the oath of office under Article 31 of the 1986 Constitution to serve the people of Liberia and participate in all decisions that affect the day-to-day activities of the House, including but not limited to voting for the Speaker or Deputy Speaker, any committees as in keeping with the standing rules of the Honorable House of Representatives. Your Honor is most respectfully requested to take judicial notice of the constitutional articles cited herein. Petitioners submit and say, at the inception of the 5th Legislature, every member of the House duly elected is required under Chapter 5, Article 31 of the Liberian Constitution, 1986, as amended, as directed, quote unquote, each member of the legislature, before taking his seat and entering upon the duties of office, shall take and subscribe to a solemn oath of affirmation before the presiding officer of the House to which such person was elected, and in the presence of other members of that House, to uphold and defend the Constitution and laws of the Republic, and to discharge faithfully the duties of such office. Each of the herein petitioners, having duly elected and taken the oath as dictated by the Liberian Constitution, automatically qualifies each of the petitioners to participate in any and all decisions, canvass for or against or contest for or vote for or against any elected position of the Honorable House of Representatives, including Speaker, Deputy Speaker. The exercise of this right is constitutionally sacrosanct at all times whenever there exists a vacancy, particularly for the post of Speaker or Deputy Speaker, consistent with Article 49 of the 1986 Constitution as amended. Furthermore, petitioners submit that it is also the law that says, quote unquote, any person interested on a deed, will, written contract, or other writing consisting a contract, or whose like statutes or other legal relations are affected by a statute, municipal ordinance, contract, or franchise, may have determined any question of construction or validity arising from the instrument, statute, ordinance, contract, or franchise, and obtain a declaration of rights, statutes, or other legal relations thereunder. See reference code 1.43.2 Civil Procedure Law. Petitioners say at the inauguration of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Jonathan Fonati Kofa and Honorable Thomas P. Fowler were duly elected as Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, respectively, as in keeping with Article 49. Thereafter, and for the smooth conduct of legislative business, the House of Representatives drafted its own rules, known as, quote-unquote, the House's standing rules. Passage of the rules is in fulfillment of the House's duty stipulated under Article 38 of the 1986 Constitution, as amended. Petitioners say the House standing rules expressly lay out the fundamental procedure that governs the declaration and announcement of a vacancy for the post of Speaker, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker. Petitioners say routine title, quote-unquote, subsection of the leader. Subsection 10.1 expressly directs as follows. When the office of the Speaker shall become vacant by reason of removal, death, resignation, inability, or other disabilities, the Deputy Speaker shall act as Speaker until a new Speaker is elected within 60 days. When the Speaker is absent from section, the Deputy Speaker shall act in accordance with Rules 8.1 and 8.2 and 8.2. In the absence of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, such member of the House as the House may elect for that purpose shall preside. Such member shall be known as Speaker pro tempore. Your Honor is most respectfully requested to take judicial notice of the House's standing rule 10.1. Petitioner prayed the current indulgence of the Honorable Court to declare null and void any purported Speaker elected by members of the House under Article 33 of the 1986 Constitution because as absentee members they lack legal standing or capacity to make any decision, to commit the House to any decision or perform any legislative action and activity in the form of a conduct of legislative business, let alone exercising the power and authority to order and declare vacant the office of the Speaker as absentee members without demonstratively showing any evidence of incapacitation, illness, or resignation. Petitioner gave notice to the court that they will produce evidence and witnesses to prove these allegations. Further, petitioner speaker Konati Kofa and other bona fide members of the House who have refused to have themselves absented from duty and filing this petition to most respectfully urge the issuing of the alternative provisional writ of declaratory judgment where applicable to court the rape and abuse of Article 49 of the Constitution as amended and Rule 9.1 and 10.1 of the House's Standing Rule and to declare unconstitutional the conduct of the absentee members and prohibit and exhibit their acts of lawlessness intended to and render ungovernable. Wherefore, in view of the foregoing, petitioner pray Your Honor as follows: A. Declare the holding of parallel rabble sessions by some members of the Honorable House of Representatives calling themselves as the majority bloc as illegal. B. Declare the election as Speaker of the Honorable House. Declare the election as Speaker of Honorable Rachel Naweku null and void of any legislative legitimacy and indeed ultra barrels and inconsistent with Rule 7 and 8 of the House Standing Rule and Article 33 for the now of the 1986 Constitution. C. That Your Honor will further declare Article 49 of the 1986 Constitution and Rule 9.1 of the Standing Rule of the House as the only binding legal authorities governing the removal of petitioner consistent with due process and will order Representative Rachel Naweku to refrain from the use of exercise of the immunities and prerequisites of the office of the Speaker, including but not limited to use of serene, Speaker's lesson plate, and police escort under the pretext of being elected Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives. D. That Your Honor will order issue a stay order or provisional relief order where applicable upholding the rights of petitioner to participate in any all sections, discussions, and elections and to preside over committees. E. That Your Honor will issue any order and instruction mandating the respondents from refraining and conducting secret sessions in contravention of the House's rule. And F. That Your Honor will grant into petitioner or and any further relief that Your Honor may deem just, fair, and equitable in the premises. Respectfully submitted petitioner by and to his legal counsel AMDASA Consultant State Incorporated, Forestry Single, Top of Air, Cote d'Ivoire, with telephone number, Councilor Serenos, C+S1. Signed, Councilor Kabina Janet, 2-year legal consulting and application team, Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of the rate.
Distinguished colleagues, you listen to the reading of the rate from the Circuit Court. We read what is the reading of pleasure. Michael Thomas.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Presiding, Co-Presiding, colleagues, having listened to an extensive rate of declaratory judgment, which by operations of law grants party or conflict for the judge to define their rights and obligations during the dispute. And it's extensive where it picks up all of the enlightening laws and issues of the Constitution. I want to move political issues are left with politicians, and issues that voters on legality are left with people. So on the basis of that, I want to move, Mr. Presiding, that this communication be opened up for 10 minutes for a brief discussion to sample the views and aspirations of police onto this matter, even though the caveat that this writ has been served and has been returned served, and return thereof has already been done. So it's sub judice to some extent. But we are in a political environment. So we will open it up for 15 minutes, and this document be forwarded, this precept be forwarded to the Committee on Judiciary to work with the appropriate lawyers to make a legal representation on behalf of this August body. If I can obtain a second.
Distinguished colleagues, with the motion being seconded, that we allow this communication to be open for deliberations. Are you ready to vote? Are ready for Thomas?
Why did not read the secretary's communication? Oh, okay. Yeah, and just as secretary asked her.
Presiding, distinguished colleagues, I will be ready to vote. Moving. If committee receive and don't open for discussion, send the committee room, let the committee work on it, because the matter is in court. Are we clock for the current medicine and other?
So if you listen to the closing of the motion, I said this is a political theater and political issues should be discussed at this stage. Aspirations and views of members of the legislature should be heard, even though it is sub judice. So I swear again.
Honorable Coleman, please, this is a serious matter. Please, Honorable Coleman, you will have your time to speak if you so desire.
Please, Speaker and presiding, co-presiding distinguished colleagues, taking into consideration that this is a process that all Liberians are very interested in knowing the outcome, and taking into consideration of the legal nature of this matter, I will be ready to vote if the movement can accept our readiness that the clerk do for us the in-totality reading of all those signatories that petition for this suit instead of reading through the say and others. Thank you.
So surpluses of that this year, we listen to the clerk reading the exhaustive document, and reading the names of those assigned will not be an issue, so I so accept.
Honorable Promo, Honorable, please.
Deputy Speaker, Court Presiding, while the subordinate court has issued a writ, I'm calling on this body to invite the judge here. Are you listening to the movement? Us to invite the judge here. Also, so reason why he has to issue us a writ. Why the Supreme Court of the Republic, the highest court of the country, has already looked into the matter. So let us invite that particular judge here. It's a complete disrespect to this body.
So there are issues that are based on jurisdiction. We have subject matter jurisdiction and we also have territorial jurisdiction. So this court is a court of competent jurisdiction as it relates to this matter. So of course the legislative branch and the judiciary branch of government is another branch of government with statutory function by operation of law. So we so reject.
Okay, Joshua, distinguished colleagues, are you ready to vote? But before we can test the motion, we ask the Deputy Chief Clerk to read the remaining name. Sorry, we have a motion on the floor. Deputy Chief Clerk, please read the remaining name. Keep it up there. Police, please have your seat. There is a serious matter, please. Honorable Thomas, you made a motion, please. Please have a seat. There is a serious matter. We need quietly in the chambers, please. Honorable Thomas. Thank you. Please read the name.
Name, county, district, and signature. Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, Lima, District 7, signed. Honorable Samuel Ina, Maserata County, District 6, signed. Honorable Luton S. College, Bapo, District 2, signed. Honorable Jeremy Yoko, Maserata, District 12, signed. Honorable Ellen Arthur Brand, Maggie, District 3, signed. Honorable Jacob C. Denny, II, Magdalene 3, signed. Honorable Jason W. Sewell, Maserata 16, signed. Honorable Alex S. Noah, District 3, signed. Honorable Ekula M. Kamara, Maserata, District 14, signed. Honorable J. Mabuko, Long County, District 1, signed. Honorable Rudy J. Mfali, Long County, District 5, signed. Honorable Sina A. Nama, Bapolu, District 1, signed. Honorable Abu B. Kamara, Maserata, District 15, signed. Honorable Emma Pamela, Junior, Maserata, District 13, signed. Honorable Thomas A. Oscar Esteban, Lancaster, District 5, signed. And Honorable Lola Obipupo, Mangudi, signed. Those are the names of the signatory with the signature of Lola Obipupo.
All those in favor say yea. Against. Motion is carried now. The great big discussion at least 15 minutes. Police, please, we're going to have this discussion. Please, my colleagues, you will be given the opportunity to express your view on the subject matter. But we will ask you to please be patient as we recognize you in your place. We will disallow disturbance on the floor on the subject matter. Trust me, please. If you are caught disturbing on the call, you will be asked all of this chiefs as we move forward. Please let us pay attention to this communication and how we discuss appropriately. Please, we need quality in the chiefs. Thank you. We proceed. Honorable.
Honorable presiding, co-presiding, distinguished honorable colleagues, honorable Deputy Speaker, I take the floor first to commend the acting chief for reading the communication that was sent and that is on the floor today. The communication read, Honorable Presiding, I'm sorry to clearly indicate that we see again another situation of total violation of Article 3 of the Constitution. I see clearly again another precedent that is set by the lower court when a matter was fully discussed, adjudicated by a higher court in the land and laid to rest. Subsequently,
Be asked all of this chiefs, please.
subsequent to the decision of the higher decision-making body legally in the land, Minister of Justice came in to clarify and lay to rest once and for all matters surrounding the issue under discussion. It is appalling and surprising that we find ourselves on a pattern of insubordination. The lower court taking on a matter where the Supreme Court has already discussed. And so, I think, I do not understand whether the subordinate court is just inquiring or finding a means to obtain a decision of the superior court. If that's the case, then I think our lawyer just need to say copy of the decision of the Supreme Court. I think that the subordinate court is crossing a little bit of a line, and I don't want to borrow the words of the Supreme Court ultra-virus, but I think they are crossing a little bit and going beyond their duty. And so, I think their action is that more too, and was moving into a motion calling the judge order, and if not, to move to set a precedent to impeach that judge on that basis. Done. Jacob Giddy, please allow the colleague to have your turn, please. Turn. Jacob Giddy, sir. I'm sorry,
I have a right to talk. Yeah, right? I have a right to talk. Right? I have a right to talk. I have a right to talk. I signed. I have to talk. You know you are rude. I have to talk. It's open for discussion. It's open for discussion.
Please have your seat. Honorable Tibi, just hold on a little bit, please.
It's open for discussion. It's open
Honorable
for discussion.
please have your seat.
It's open for discussion.
Police, please leave this from the western of the presiding. Please have your seat, Honorable. Please. Police, we are police, please. Go inside in the western of the presiding. You should be heard. Honorable Jacob Tibi, now listen to you. Please listen to the guy inside.
Deputy Speaker, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues. This is a country of law, and so we have to ensure that everyone's rights are protected. This is.
Please have your seat. Please have your seat. Please have your seat. Please approach the chair. Honorable Anthony, will you please approach the chair? Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, the fact that those petitioners are under the gavel of the presiding officer of the government of the representative implies an operating number two. Stop right there. Go ahead.
Distinguished colleagues, you know, we are lawmakers, even though many of us are not lawyers, but we should be knowledgeable of the separation of powers and the powers that courts have. The Honorable Counsel, Anthony Law Thomas, in his wisdom, debunked after Honorable Fumbo when he said the court has no reason to hear this and you were inviting the court. You know, ignorance is bad. And so when you don't have the... Thank you. The police take a part and proceed. I said ignorant of the subject matter. Ignorant of the subject matter, yeah. Ignorant of the subject matter. I just made a parade and said the legal mandate file has said we should not use the ignorance of our subject matter to speak to things that will not have a relation over. But I said ignorant of the subject matter.
Please. Please pay attention to the presiding. Please. Please leave the microphone. Leave the microphone. Please leave the mic. Leave the mic. Thank you. You have 30 seconds on your TV to have a seat. On your TV. 30 seconds. On your TV, 30 seconds. Thank you. Please, Honorable Dini, take your turn, please. Go ahead. Everyone of you have time to speak on the subject matter, please.
I just said,
Your time is going, please.
I just said the issue that's been discussed, people will speak out of not knowing what it is. The jurisdiction is not time.
Honorable Fogo, please tell the man. Tell the man. Honorable Fogo.
I will have the talk.
Fogo is working now. We're not proceeding on the TV out, please. On the TV, please. On the destiny and your seat, please. On the speaker, please. On the TV, please. On the photo, please have a seat. On the time, please have a seat, please. Honorable
Deputy Speaker, Presiding Officer,
please. Honorable, you have your turn, please.
Honorable Co-Presiding, Honorable Secretary of Liberia County, Electoral District 3, distinguished colleagues. Well, the language of the read from the book for me is problematic. It is very problematic when they are referring to us as purported and so-called. It's problematic because a judge, I will want us to appear before him so that we can get justice, cannot begin to use such in biased language.
Information. Tell us the information.
Which information?
Yes. I want to call my brother information that the language used in there purported, it is not used by the judge or by the petitioner legally. It is out. It is. Hello? It is. No, the petitioner filed a petition.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. Why?
Honorable TV, please leave the streamer. Honorable TV, please leave the streamer. Of today's section, please.
Honorable Presiding, while we are cognizant of Article 65 and 73 of the Liberian Constitution, we believe, as my colleague from Nigeria said earlier, this matter has been passed on. And my thought is that we have a solid legal team that is going to defeat the argument raised by the petitioner. And so we allow them, as they said that they are retained already, to argue on behalf of this August body so that the matter can be laid to rest. Because any action that the judge is going to take in contravention of the ruling from the Supreme Court, the judge will have to pay the consequences as per law. So I believe that our our legal team is going to defeat the petitioners hacking the
Thank you, all done. Police, we have 5 minutes left out of the 50 minutes.
Honorable presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues. I don't know how many of us are saying how embarrassing this situation is. Please give me your attention small. The entire crisis and the House of Representatives. I don't know how many of us are seeing how embarrassing this is. I advise us as colleagues. There should be somebody to play the leadership role now. I know a lot of us feel that we're in a position of authority because we have the backing. So we want to promote lawlessness. I think it's about time. And if I'm Mr. Presiding, no all of us here in the chance about that. We can't let you right. I'm not going to say that.
You got 30 seconds. Over time, you got the police team, give the police chance. 30 seconds, over time, you got a back, over time, 30 seconds.
No. There's not going to be
over time, the presiding is taking your place.
So, imagine the judge of the court inviting members of this body and their own response is a battle impeachment. It's lawlessness I'm talking about. Their own option, their own response. But yes, all of us people here are judged in our own right.
Over time, there's an opinion expressed by colleagues on the floor.
Yes, I
You
can
can't consider that to be lawlessness. Over time, 30 seconds, over time, you have the right. You are supposed to opinions be respected.
Daddy better not stop disturbing me.
Over time,
Daddy's people are trying to disturb me. Daddy's people better not stop disturbing me.
so now please allow the colleague to learn. Over speak the fun. 30 seconds, over time, and 30 seconds.
Gentlemen, I know all of you now in a position of authority for you.
Over second, over seat.
Yeah. But that way, your authority is limited.
Over second will be asked out of this chamber. Over second, I will ask you out of this chamber, please. Over time, 30 seconds, please. So
The gaslight man is telling me. I am advising and you begin to play the leadership role. I know all of you would not like to hear it.
it's not clear. Over time, speaking to me, just spoke to me. Go ahead.
Mr. President, I'm talking to you. It's about time you play the leadership role. The court has. I know what you believe in this.
Over time, over time,
I know you are listening to me.
or you need to listen to me.
I know you listen to me.
Focus over time. Over time, 30 seconds. You still do. Over time, you. Please, 30 seconds.
I continue to repeat. I'm looking for that person who will play the leadership role, and I think it is incumbent upon you. The court work, the communication, this body must be able to accept, respect as lawmakers and not laws offenders.
Thank you.
It is incumbent upon us as members of this body to become a servant to the law.
Thank you. Over time, the time is out. Over the winners. Thank you, everybody.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I'm listening to the acting chief clerk reading a communications written by are a group of reckless, irresponsible group of people turning over to the judge who is unserious, calling it a rape. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Speaker, those reckless police, those irresponsible police, along with the reckless judge, Honorable Speaker, additional adjective.
Almost said, please take the words back and proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I'm listening to you. And it's time to proceed with the communications that have been read. And in freedom,
please take the word back. Please get the microphone from the honorable colleague, please.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding. You listen to the young man, right? You got my body. You got my body. Recklessly, you got my body. I take it back.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker. And listen to the congregation. What is the judge? Is forgetting something. That the national legislature is a constitutional body that is going the constitutional body. For the judge to set such a rate, undermining the decision of the Supreme Court, I see that as a disrespect to the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. The act of the judge is potential. Co-presiding. After we have discussed this rate, I can assure the plenary a bill of impeachment will be placed on the floor against that.
Honorable Counsel. Honorable Don, please.
Take it back.
Please.
Honorable Presiding, Honorable Co-Presiding, I would like us to close this debate. Close this debate. My reason is this matter went before the Supreme Court before, and the lead lawyer representing these people that brought this lawsuit, after the decision of the Supreme Court admitted that they went to pick plan, and instead of picking plan, they pick leave. And if this lead lawyer wants to go and pick the balance leave, to go and pick the balance leave. I think what we should be consequences now is putting our legal team together. Whatsoever we are doing here will play no part or will not have any effect before the court. So we should constitute our legal team. Let people go and pick the balance leave.
Thank you. Last comment on this matter with regard to the motion right now.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Co-Presiding distinguished police. For me,
Mr. Chairman is the last on the subject matter.
For me, Honorable Deputy Speaker, I don't think this rate to be an issue.
that we can really be, shouting with it and even coming to the first police. The rate that those people issue, the same group that issue the rate they are here with us is our police, or they have started working with us. That's the point. So I believe that. People are only saying something that we can all unite ourselves and do it like people way. Because the leadership role that we need to play that is our police that maybe they shot on the violation of the time of the sorry. The Lord belongs to you alone. You will not use it. So start your hand. I believe when I don't speak out our police and come for the police and the next thing I know here is let come of all who say be bitter, who say believe that they are right. We just beg your father for all of the time to get the police and come forward. There is no time for court. Who are even saying that the speaker is not a speaker? You are just making a serious mistake. The speaker that was given elected, and you have never done the right word, and you have been impacted. So you say you have a speaker, what do you have a speaker? Thank you. On the matter, Thomas, please repeat the motion and then we proceed to come close this subject matter. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Presiding fellow colleagues, I want to thank my fellow colleagues for the inspiring interaction as it relates to today's race. And if I'm asked to retake my motion, that motion was clear that based on the that motion, I move that the rates being read, being forwarded to the Committee on Judiciary to work appropriately with the legal counsels to make proper and appropriate representation on behalf of the legislature. And so move. If I can obtain a second.
With the motion be seconded, are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Please raise your right hand in your hand. What you prepare. Those against, if you don't abstain, results.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding Officer, there are 32 for, no against, one abstention.
The chairman to have the remarks.
Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Please leave the streamers. Please leave the streamers. Honorable Deputy Chief Clerk, we have a communication from the chair. Please read our communication before we get to the presentation.
The Republic of Liberia. Dear Speaker Kum, Speaker Kum, and distinguished colleagues, I need to formally draw your attention to the protracted delay in the disbursement of salaries to our educators in Maryland County, which has persisted for over 3 months. teachers to initiate a strike, thereby adversely impacting the educational framework in that region of the country. In light of these circumstances, I respectfully propose that we extend an invitation to the Minister of Education and Finance and Development Planning to provide an explanation regarding the reasons for the prolonged non-payment of these educators' salaries. Thank you for your consideration of this pressing matter. Respectfully yours, Honorable Austin B. Taylor, Representative District Number 3, Maryland County. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen. That is the reading of a communication from Honorable Austin B. Taylor. Thank you, sir.
Honorable, listen to the reading of the communication from Austin Taylor, Goddess of His Praise. Normal praise of Honorable District 6.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, presiding and co-presiding. Having listened to Taylor communication concerning the outstanding pay for teachers, I will ask that this communication be sent to the Education Committee and also Ways and Means to look into it and get to us. If I can give a second.
With the motion being seconded, are you ready for? Already, Honorable Secretary.
Honorable President,
I'll be ready to vote. I'll be ready to vote. For you to consider that in this country, our teachers are very, very important. And our kids need to go to school. I'll be ready to vote for you to consider in your motion that the minister appear in front of the committee of the whole on Thursday in order to address this issue immediately.
It's already the committee recommending you have to appear to the committee. So, oh, please, let's go first to the committee. You saw that that way. You please spare the people. Ways and means and education will look at the matter and get to us on Thursday. So it means they will start working now and tomorrow and get on Thursday. Then we can see what we can consider. So I told you that.
Mr. Deputy Speaker and presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, I will be ready to vote when moving to accept that the minister, with the importance of this matter and the currency holding in Maryland, that the minister will appear and state clarity on the matter being raised by the honorable gentleman, and thereafter said minister plenary into a decision that said committee conclude with the matter. If in that kind of wisdom.
So my brother, I just said they collect right on behalf of the committee and the work start tomorrow. That we can get all day on Thursday after the committee are gone.
That motion rejected. With that, distinguished colleagues, all those who favor the motion, please make it number say here. Again, the motion is carried. Please stop. It's parliamentary. It's parliamentary. Thank you, Honorable Maryland. Honorable cause, please. Please add education, please act on the communication written by our Taylor. Please.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Gaygo presiding, distinguished colleague, member of the Liberia Caucus, that is serious for your seat, please.
They said Nima,
please, that's serious for. Yeah. Okay,
please pay attention to Nima Caucus. Please pay attention to Nima Caucus.
Okay, Honorable Deputy Speaker, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, on behalf of the great people of Nima County and on behalf of the Liberia Caucus, we are very proud of all of you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We have come this morning to extend our gratitude to all of you who were able to travel to Nima County to spend time with us and take part in the homegoing of our great father, Senator Prince Juan Johnson. We're not able to go, but come back to you guys and ladies, and we're able to actually come to us with our time of bereavement. So we are just going to say thank you so much. Thank you for what you have done. Even though we're not able to come in audience spirit, we say thank you for doing everything possible to have our father buried in the way we saw it in this country. We thank you so much. The speaker is not here. You can extend our gratitude to the speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker. All of you who took part in this, we say thank you to all of you, you and your speaker. Thank you so much for the hospitality. You have called it all during our bereavement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Acting Chairman. Through you, we like to say again thanks and regret the death of our fallen hero, Senator Prince Juan Johnson, like you said in the county. We'd like to express again, in addition to all of the condolences that were expressed on behalf of the House of Representatives, on behalf of the Speaker, we say our sympathy in the family. We also like to say a big thank you to the Honorable Speaker along with all of you colleagues of all your way in the county to identify with our colleagues and the people of Lima County doing their bereavement. We say thank you. It is so awesome that Johnson comes to the rescue and peace. Thank you. President Honorable Bridge. So you also bereavement of you.
Deputy Speaker, presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues. Honorable Deputy Speaker, it's important that I'm speaking from the background of our city capacity. If we don't have any time soon in our mind to go back to the chambers that is functional, please, we have to take into consideration the seat that we're using. It's very uncomfortable and it's not good, so I hope you can, please let's see. I hope you can communicate that to the Bruce Carter administration that something be done about the sitting capacity. If we're not giving for here anytime sooner, because it's very uncomfortable for us.
Leadership take notice to be assured. Apologize on the way. Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, we have reached the comments of our section. Motion for adjournment. Thank you. Thank you. In conclusion, we like to say welcome again to all of our colleagues. And we have been seeing tonight for the last 2-3 months. You are welcome to do the Liberia Provision. We are welcome. And the people who will be buried, all of you are welcome. Thank you. People, especially the people who are saying,
Let me.
Africa.
So folks, wherever you are, however you join us, we'd like to say welcome. This is ELBC 99.9 FM, and we are also broadcasting live on LNTV Liberia Live. My name is Yasa Suba, and I have been here providing live coverage from the Monroeville City Hall. So the House of Representatives, headed by the Speaker, Richie Namwekun, has been conducting session here at the Monroeville City Hall. So today, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Thomas Fada, presided over today's section. The Speaker is not in the country currently, has to speak, so the Deputy Speaker presides. However, we'd like to say thank you so much wherever you are, however you come across this live broadcast. My name is Yasa Suba. Thank you so much. To have yourself a pleasant time wherever you are, however you join us.